makes his roster work. Peanut doing kind of the opposite of scaling in this series. Both his game 3 and 4 were not necessarily amazing, but he got the early leads, obviously having an incredible game as well when Chovy was on the Lissandra. And Chovy is another example. Like, there's so many things to talk about with GenG because we didn't talk about him that much this game, but he was also, I'm sure when we see the damage charts, he's going to be very high up because the consistent amount of harass that he was able to find was very, very impressive.
And I think this was the game-losing play.
Yep, I agree.
This was where Hanwha sort of ran out of the control that they had in that moment. They were very slightly hanging onto the edge, and this is where they kind of fell down. The double kill on top of the like billions of plates that Pays was eating around the map really did spell the end. Not out of it just yet. Another opportunity for Hanwha. The GenG, they are through to that winners final with so many opportunities to head towards Jump Shield for the final of Spring this year and be one of the teams to go to MSI. Still, no one confirmed just yet. Still 4 teams with the opportunity to get there. 2 of them with some lifelines as well.
And we also need to remember that even though they weren't able to win, up until the point where Peanut made that unfortunate face check, GenG is one of the few teams that actually have been able, in the regular season, obviously after KT yesterday, we can add another one to the list, but they were one of the few teams that was able to stand up to T1, which in of itself I think is a huge achievement with how good and consistent they were. And for Hanwha Life, I don't think that today was reminiscent of their best showing, like you saw when they played against D+, but there are a lot of things that they need to fix when they go up against KT, because if you have early games like this, that means it's a Lahan's playground, and you can't allow that. Not against KT in its current form.
No, I don't think so, especially with what we saw. KT is, oh man.
Yeah.
Zeka really not having a great one in this final game, but Chovy, massive damage. He was your POG, right?